Hello everyone, welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I am Sakshi and we are going to discuss daily current affairs as on 21st August 2020. So before beginning, as I always introduced you with SSB Crack Exams, if you are preparing for defense examination like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, Territorial Army, SSB Crack is best option for you. It is one-stop solution for all the major defense-related exams. For more details, you can visit our website ssbcrackexams.com. There you can get the entire packages, courses, mock tests, quizzes, and a lot of content. And download our mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store. So guys, let's start with the question of the day. And the question of the day was, what is National Disaster Management Plan, NDMP? So first of all, let me tell you, NDMP, National Disaster Management Plan, it was first ever national plan which was prepared for the country for the purpose of disaster management. It was prepared in the year 2016. You must be knowing that we have NDMA, which is National Disaster Management Authority, which is responsible for framing of policies, making guidelines and best practices for coordinating with state disaster management authorities. And this is a National Disaster Management Plan. So let me tell you the aim. So the aim is to make India disaster resilient, along with that reducing the loss of lives and assets. So the plan is basically based on 4 priority themes of Sendai framework. So these priority themes are understanding disaster risk, improving disaster risk governance in terms of governance, investing in disaster reduction through how? Through structural and non-structural measures, and disaster preparedness, early warnings, and building back better in the aftermath of the disaster. So these are the 4 major pillars on which this National Disaster Management Plan is built. So it covers all the phases of disaster management, including prevention, mitigation, response, and recovery, starting from the prevention, mitigation, response, and then up till recovery. It also assigns the responsibility and roles of all the levels of the government right up to till panchayat and including the ULB, including the urban local bodies, municipalities as well. So this is about National Disaster Management Plan. Let's move ahead with the first article that we have. The first news is Swachh Sarveshan Survey 2020. So we have already discussed that government is going to announce the result of the Swachh Sarveshan 2020, where in Swachh Mahotsav. We discussed about this, right? So yesterday, the government has announced the Swachh Sarveshan 2020, and again Indore ranks first again, and this is the 4th time that Indore is winning the title of the cleanest city in India. The second position is held by Surat and third is held by Navi Mumbai. And these are the other indicators. The best performing states in terms of overall performance were divided into 2 categories. First category was over 100 urban local bodies, ULBs, and the second was less than 100 urban local bodies. So in the first category, Chhattisgarh won the first prize, and in the second category, which is states which has less than 100 urban local bodies, this Jharkhand is holding the second position in this category. Now moving ahead, the Cleanest Cantonment Board Award was given to Jalandhar Cantonment from Punjab, and Best Ganga Town Award was given to Varanasi. So under this Swachh Sarveshan 2020, total of 129 awards were given. 4,324 urban local bodies declared open defecation free ODF so far. 1,319 cities were certified as ODF plus and 489 cities were certified as ODF plus plus. And these are the other performers you can see in this image. Now moving ahead to the next important update. India has ranked first in the number of the organic farmers. Please remember, India has ranked the first in the number of organic farmers, right? So according to the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, India has ranked the first in the number of organic farmers. And when we talk about in terms of area, in terms of the total organic area, the India's rank is 9th. Okay, so do not confuse. In terms of the farmers, India is ranked first, and in terms of the area, total area, India is ranked 9th. So if you're following SSB Cracks Daily Current Affairs, we have already discussed that Sikkim, it became the first state in India as fully organic state, and other state like Tripura and Uttarakhand, they have the similar targets in order to become the organic states. So Sikkim is the first ever state in India to become fully organic. Now moving ahead and talking about the major initiatives of the government of India in order to promote the organic farming in the country. First of all, the Mission Organic Value Chain Development, MOVCD. It is specially for the northeastern region. So it has improved a lot. Along with that, Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, which was launched in the year 2015, majorly and mainly to focus on the chemical-free farming in India. So these are the major two initiatives. Along with them, the Agri-Export Policy 2018. So it has also given a major thrust in the field of organic farming. As we see, export from Assam, Mizoram and Manipur and Nagaland to United Kingdom, USA, Italy and these countries, it has increased due to the demands for the health foods in these countries. So Agri-Export Policy 2018, it's been a major game changer as well. Along with this, major organic exports from India have been flax seeds, soya bean, tea, pulses, rice, etc. Along with these initiatives, quick and easy certification process of the organic producers, which is majorly under Participatory Guarantee System, PGS, and National Program for Organic Production. These things have given a major thrust to the organic farming in India. So India has become the first #1 country in the terms of organic farmers and 9th in terms of total area. Now moving ahead to the next important update, loans worth more than rupees 1 lakh crore disbursed under ECLGS. What is ECLGS? It is Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. So the Finance Ministry has declared that public and private sector banks have disbursed loans over rupees 1.5 lakh crore under the Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. This is the loan, these are the loans for basically for the MSME sector. So what are the top lenders? These top lenders are SBI, State Bank of India, Canara Bank, Punjab National Bank, PNB, Bank of India, BOI, Union Bank of India and HDFC Bank. These are the top lenders, major lenders under this particular loan disbursement program. So let's discuss what is Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. So after the pandemic, during the pandemic, it was launched to mitigate the distress caused by the lockdown. As we all were in lockdown, the economy was stagnant and it was launched to mitigate the distress caused by this COVID-19. And how to mitigate the stress? By providing credit to different sectors, especially to the MSME sector, which was majorly affected due to the COVID-19. So this particular scheme was announced by the government as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. So under this scheme, 100% collateral free MSME loans are given, and National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company, it provides loans to banks, financial institutions and to non-banking financial companies, NBFCs. Okay, so this is all about the Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. Now moving ahead to the next important update, National Cancer Registry Program Report 2020. So recently, ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, it released the report on National Cancer Registry Program 2020. So this report has highlighted major concern in terms of the cancer in India. So according to the report, cancer cases in India are likely to increase to 15.5 lakh by 2025, and which is an increase of 12% from the current estimated cases, and this is the major cause of concern. So let me tell you some of the key findings of this report. First of all, 1.5 million people, they are going to suffer from non-communicable diseases by 2025. The tobacco related cancer are estimated to contribute 27.1% of the total cancer burden of the country. And when we look region wise, highest number of cancer are going to be in the northeastern region, especially for the tobacco related cases. Along with that, population based cancer registry of Delhi, it has recorded the maximum proportion of childhood cancer. So Delhi has recorded the childhood cancer maximum, but there was also a decline in the trends and in the cervix cancer and in the registries which are related to the cervix cancer. Right? So these all are the major important key findings of the National Cancer Registry Program Report 2020. In your examination, they can ask who has released the National Cancer Registry Program Report 2020. It was ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. Now moving ahead to the current COVID-19 situation in India, guys. So far the total number of cases India has 28,36,925. Out of them, 73.9% people are recovered. That is 20,96,664, which is a very good number. And the active cases are 24.2% of the total cases, which are 6,86,395. That's our 1.9%. 56,866. And here in this particular chart, you can see 26 states and union territories have positivity rate less than the national average, which is 24%. So here you can see the major states and the positivity rates are less than the national average. Okay, so guys, let's revise the session with the questions and quiz. It is time for quiz. Try to answer these questions. The first question in front of you is, which of the following city creates record by winning the title of the cleanest city 4th time in a row? Surat, Indore, Bhopal, Navi Mumbai. I am talking about the Swachh Sarvekshan 2020. It is Indore which bagged the title of the cleanest city 4th time. Now the next question is, under Swachh Sarvekshan, which of the following bagged best performing states over 100 ULB's urban local bodies? Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. So it is Chhattisgarh which is the best performing state with over 100 urban local bodies. Now the next question is, under Swachh Sarvekshan, Best Ganga Town Award was given to Varanasi, Haridwar, Prayagraj or Patna. So Best Ganga Town was Varanasi. Okay, so guys, it is time for question of the day. Try to answer this question in the comment section. So your question is, what are the key features of Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana? We discussed about this in this particular session related to the organic farming and Government of India's initiatives related to the organic farming in the country. So let's discuss this in the next session and you try to answer this in the comment section. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, work hard. Jai Hind.